tomorrow's news is what pays you. If you knew tomorrow's news, you'd be a trillionaire.
Yeah.
If you could read tomorrow's newspaper, right? So the art of making money is predicting the future. Buying a house is predicting the future. About this is a nice area, nice school, whatever. Buying a house is. Buying Bitcoin is predicting the future. Starting a business is predicting the future. In 3 weeks, people are going to want to buy coffee from here. You have to be able to predict the future. It's getting more and more difficult to accurately predict the future because we're living in such a chaotic timeline now.
Yeah.
With so many disruptors.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
Cryptocurrency is a disruptor to the global system of finance. AI is a global disruptor on nearly every level you can possibly fathom. These tariffs are a global disruptor. Once again, this has changed the game and changed the world in a way that I'm struggling to calculate. Let me explain why I'm trying to analyze whether these tariffs are good or bad, and I'm struggling. Because China is the primary producer, and America and China now have this problem. And America is saying, we're going to put a tariff on your imported goods so that people open their factories inside of America so there's no tariff applied to the goods. So if we have to make these cups, instead of having a cup factory in China, because there's tariffs on the product, which makes them expensive to import, we're going to open a cup factory in America. So when the cup's made, there's no tax on top of it, which makes it cheaper to bring jobs
What's
home.
up?
Problem is, China owns the verticals of the entire production process. So if we bring the cup factory back to America, but the porcelain is still made in China, and they put a tariff on the porcelain. So now we're just assembling the raw material, and we're still paying the tariff, and now everything's more expensive than it was. There are more jobs in America, but none of the actual cost has been fixed. And it's that way with lots of things, especially with China, with like pharmaceuticals or electric vehicles. I know we have Tesla and Elon, or certain types of electronics. And certain things they do, the Chinese, they own everything from the cobalt coming out of the ground and the uranium coming out of the ground in the Central African Republic, because they own that government. All the way
What's up, Rex?
all the processing.
It's been a minute since you've been here, dog.
All the way up to the actual final construction. So us coming along with a factory and trying to do the final construction, it's like IKEA. We want to take that.
Go lay down, nigga.
Put them together,
I'm fucking playing with you.
So it's actually really complicated. So you add in AI.
How you been? Just working out, bro. Same as always, working out.
Russia, Ukraine. You add in the fact that the Western European governments have become communistic shitholes. You add in the fact that cryptocurrency is here, which a lot of people believe after Trump came in and made a strategic Bitcoin reserve would be up to $400,000 or $500,000 a coin. It crashed today to 75,000. Why? I don't fucking know. Nobody knows. Everything's fucked. So you're sitting there going, well, I have to predict the future.
That's good. No, don't apologize, man. You're good. What's up, Olivia?
Chaotic. The only thing I can predict is I'm going to work harder than everyone else. I'm going to get up earlier than everyone else. I'm going to pay more attention than everybody else. I'm going to research harder than everyone else. I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to dedicate myself. I'm going to find some fucking money. That's what I'm going to do. So that's right now, it's almost like go 100% in on yourself season, because you can't even, and I'll apply this to what I do, maybe it applies to you also. Going all in on Bitcoin might backfire. Going all in on property might backfire. But going all in on yourself will never backfire. So my mentality currently is I just need to make sure I'm my absolute best self all of the time, and I am permanently motivated to do whatever it takes to win. And I'm the most adaptable. Darwin said it's the most adaptable of the species that survives. It's not the biggest, it's not the strongest. It's the one that identifies that the forest is disappearing quickest and grows a new fucking...
Yeah, I did. Last month from
so it's adaptability.
March 7th to April 7th, I did 15,000 push-ups.
As a man with
and then now from April 8th to May 8th, I'm going to be doing 15,000 curls.
And actively planning and trying to identify trends and new ways to make money and new patterns.
I've just done ridiculous amounts of push-ups.
When things do finally shift or change. But a brokey with no money at all doesn't bother. You're going to be last and you're going to get crushed.
I think I see a lot of people that are worrying about where to invest their money. Should I invest it in Bitcoin or property? And it's like, you don't have any money. You've got £10,000. What you need to do is you need to learn how to learn how to start a business.
That's right.
You need to learn how to have the skills of sales, marketing. You need to learn to make money. That's right. And then you can worry about where to
I believe you, bro.
How do you divide the...
I mean, you should. I ain't lied, so.
Because they're lazy.
People think, if I invest, I'm smart. No, you invest your lazy. If you want your money, we all want our money to work for us. And of course. But I work for my money, and my money works for me too. I do both. If you only want your money to work for you, you're doing that, so you don't work. Yeah. You're just like, oh, I've got 20 grand. If I just give this 20 grand, how do I invest it so I can sit around doing fuck all? Yeah. You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So you have to do the work yourself. Investment is this lazy man's dream. Your primary objective should be finding a way to constantly bring more money in all the time. When you're bringing money in all the time, you can afford a mistake.
Yeah.
When you can afford a mistake, you can afford a loss.
You need both. You need fast pound and slow pound.
That's
You need
right.
trading income, and then you need active wealth building, passive income.
Absolutely.
In terms of like owning
Oh, shit,
you own, I know
chat.
you own a lot of property.
Yeah.
Do you think it's easier for them to take it off you? Because I've got property in trusts, I've got property in pensions, all kinds of different stuff. But most people have either got it in their personal name or their company name.
Yeah.
From your experience, you may have in this, is it easier for the government to take property off of you if you own it in a company or personally?
Yes. Putting it in a company name or putting it in your personal name, to be honest with you, they'll get either of those.
You don't think it makes much difference?
It makes a bit of difference. A company is certainly safer than a personal name, but
Do you think so?
but a trust is what you want.
See, I think a personal name,
trust
and I might be wrong,
Yeah.
they've never tried to take my properties off me.
Yeah.
But personal name is a little bit more anonymous now, because on a company you can just search it. See, I don't love owning my properties.
Yeah.
I like trust, I like pensions, I like personal. I have got a bunch of my companies. Very easy to find.
Yeah, but the problem is, depending on the level of matrix attack you suffer from, but I noticed this, and I spoke to some, in fact, last night, I won't say his name, I was with a billionaire who recently was in jail, same as me, and he had the exact same thing as I do. And here's what happens when you get truly attacked by the government. No matter what you're accused of, no matter what it is, they add on money laundering. And they add that on because it allows them to have an unlimited seizure of all assets and goods that you're associated with, whether you're the director of a company, whether they're in your name, whether they're whatever it is.
Right.
So let's say they were to come along and say, you're money laundering. They'd say, Samuel has these big events and it's £1 a show, and he only declared 500 pounds.
April 17th, football game. That's good, bro. That's good.
4 people came, and he laundered £4, and he's a money launderer. They will now put that on the paperwork, and a judge will stamp it, and they will take every single thing in your name, every single company you want to fucking seize the law, all of it.
Yeah.
Trust is more complicated for them to do. So if you're going to do it properly, you want to do it with the trust. But a lot of these things then come down to, and I talk about things quite philosophically as opposed to the nitty-gritty of it, because those individual scenarios are different. But philosophically,
I'm working
a lot
out.
of these things come down to, when I describe these scenarios, people go, but that won't happen to me.
Yeah.
That's how people think. They're like, I bought a house in my name, that won't happen to me. Or a lot of people can only achieve financing for the house in their name. So they have no choice. It's difficult to do it through a trust. Where are they going to get the money from?
Yeah.
You have cash.
Yeah.
I have cash. I can buy a house for $20 million and under a Cayman Islands trust.
Well, I've got companies all over
all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. But if I'm trying to achieve a mortgage in my name and showing my bank statement, it's a lot harder.
I'm about to go get some Kool-Aid, chat.
Very
I'll be right back.
to the matrix and the system. Let's imagine you buy a house in your name, you get a loan, you have a mortgage, you're paying it off. It's a 20-year mortgage, you're 7 years in, and then your job tells you that you have to wear a mask and get this experimental vaccine, otherwise you're going to be fired. And if you're fired, you can't pay for the house that you've dedicated 7 years of your life to, and the house can't move, and you can't move, and you're stuck there. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You become a slave. You're going to obey.
Yeah.
This is what's going to happen. So, I mean, Bitcoin, I guess you could say you don't have that problem, but a lot of the calculations involved when it comes to buying and control of these things come down to people saying, but that won't happen to me. The government won't do that to me. I'm law-abiding.
Yeah.
I'm a good person. I'm law-abiding. And I think there's an important mental shift you need to make, everybody, including you, sir. This is my advice to you as a friend.
Yeah.
If you piss them off enough, you're not law-abiding. You piss them off enough, they will lie and say that you broke the law. So there's no such thing as law-abiding when they can lie anytime they want, when they can just fucking make it up. And the burden of proof is on you. If they were to say to you right now, Samuel is a money launderer. This man committed suicide after losing his money in Samuel's program, and he's a scammer, and he's a terrible person, and put it all over the news and march you around in handcuffs. It's down to you.
Wait, huh?
Can lie anytime they want, when they can just fucking make it up. And the burden of proof is on you. If they were to say to you right now, Samuel is a money launderer. This man committed suicide after losing his money.
If he committed suicide, how are they marching him around in handcuffs?
Money in Samuel's program, and he's a scammer, and he's a terrible person, and put it all over the news and march you around in handcuffs. It's down.
He's dead. How is he being marched around in handcuffs?
To you. to now convince 60 million people that they lied.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from personal experience, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Now imagine doing that when they've taken all your money, all your cars, all your houses, every bank, you have nothing. They're like,
it's an Andrew Tate podcast.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they
Dang,
do it
arms
to
look
destroy
great.
you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
But I follow the law. Let me ask everyone in this room a question. You all say, I'd argue everyone says they follow the law, yes?
Yeah.
Have you read the law?
Yeah.
You've read all of it?
Well, I'm a student of the law.
Okay, so you're a lawyer.
I'm studying the law.
Okay.
Heavily.
But had you read all of the law?
Not every single thing, no.
Because my lawyer needs to look up the law, and he's a king's counsel, and he has to look up the law.
Yeah.
So the lawyers don't know the law.
Yeah,
you haven't read the law. You haven't read the law. You haven't read it. I haven't fucking read it. So how are we going to obey the laws? We haven't even fucking read. You don't even know what it says. So when you sit down in the police interview and they say, you've broken this law,
Who is
this
that?
law, Malicious
Yes.
Communications Act.
Yes, it is, John.
WhatsApp,
Yes, it is.
You forwarded a video of a Marine in Iraq who shot a
Where's he
Taliban guy,
broadcasting?
and you thought it was funny. And
This was actually 3 days ago. It's Samuel Leeds. He's on a podcast with Samuel Leeds.
And law charges. Look, what the fuck? I've been there. When they're talking about charges, I'm like, what the fuck have you been talking about?
Yeah.
My lawyer's like, I have to look it up.
Yeah, right. No, of course you don't.
That's another question. Let's imagine you had read the law. Every single day, what do? Do they add laws or take them away?
Add.
They don't ever take a law away. They've got the same laws from the 1600s. So every day they add more. Are you going to read the law every fucking day? So every single person is a criminal. It just depends if they want to get you or not. If you piss them off, they go, he's annoyed us. Here's our book of laws he's never read. Here you go, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Prosecutor, here's a nice big Bible of laws. He's never read any of them. It's your job to fuck it. I got it. And he'll flick through, and then what he'll do? No, but this is the important part.
No, I'm serious.
When he chooses his laws to fuck you with, then he goes back, calls the BBC, calls the newspapers, and says, we're about to fuck Samuel with this and this and this. Let's make something up. We're about to fuck Samuel with speeding, whatever it is. Then the papers start showing you in your Range Rover. Boom, your Range Rover. Samuel Leeds, millionaire, eccentric millionaire, drives recklessly. It'll be all the papers. What the fuck's going on? Before you know it, they bust in your door. You speed, and they fucking shoot you dead. And it's scary. So you have to now, as an intelligent person,
chat.
You have two choices. You either go all in on a government you believe in, like I believe in the Dubai government more than I believe in the Western governments, or you try and decentralize.
I'm moving to Dubai.
Property here,
Eventually, one day, moving to Dubai. Fuck this Western world, bro.
Yeah. But once you do that, then you become the worst enemy to little dipshit Gary, because now you spread out all your fucking assets and all your money, and that little cuck comes along begging for you to take a dildo like he does, and you're like, fuck you, I'm not giving you half my money. Because this government, only reason I had to spread it out like this in the first place is because this government's fucking corrupt.
What is the most weight you've ever lifted not in a gym?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I think what you're saying is true to a point. It's quite. But why do you think I'm studying the law, bro?
Well, you're preparing for war, and that's very smart of you. But let me ask you.
Like, what type of workout am I doing?
As a king, at any point in history, ever,
well, I don't know, because
needed to defend his kingdom. No.
Normally, when I lift heavy weights, and I can't find like a big ass bag of sand.
Right. So.
It'd be cinder blocks, bags of sand.
Prayers for you as a friend is that somehow you manage to skirt the line of monumental success without ever pissing them off too much. But I have a strong feeling on a long enough time frame, if you continue to be monumentally successful like you are, something's going to happen. Yeah. And they're going to get pissed off at you. And then you're going to sit and say, that Andrew Tate motherfucker.
No, I'll ring you up, bro.
9 years ago. He told me 9 fucking years ago. And they're talking about some law that...
It's scary because you did predict the future in the last podcast. So, mate, if that happens, I'll be phoning you up.
Your ability to speak freely is
not really
correlated to your insignificance. This is important. This is the first.
I don't really like play around and shit like that. If I'm fucking around with someone, it's a genuine fight.
They always want to have a gatekeeper.
Normally, when I fight someone, normally and I lift them up. Normally, they're around my size, maybe a little heavier.
They want you to have a boss of some sort.
But
most people, you're quite a unique person. You're like me. You are your own channel. You do
it's a very odd question, John.
It's your own company. You follow the law. You're yourself. It's completely you. The most they could do to try and damage you, which they haven't done yet, so you have a few lives left, is try and remove your YouTube channel. But you get around that. You're smart. You get 4 or 5 other guys, you'd hire them, they'd be the voice, they'd get people into the seminar, you'd continue anyway.
Yeah.
Let's say you're starting a movement, enough people are coming, whatever. Let's say they identify for some reason they don't like what you're doing. They're going to sit and go, well, who's his manager? Let's tell his manager to shut up. He hasn't got a manager. Well, who's his agent? He hasn't got an agent. Who's his boss? He ain't got a boss.
The response is none.
Yeah. So then what do? They come to the legal system. Most people, if you're an athlete, if you piss them off, you're off the team. If you're a singer, you piss them off, you're on the label. If you're an actor, if you're Asher D, you have to agree that Andrew Tate is bad when him and I both know we grew up on the same streets. We grew up in the same streets with the same life. I don't fucking hold anything against him for his past with firearms because I know that life because I grew up in it. But he's sitting there pretending I'm a bad person because he has to take the contract. He has to get paid. He has a lot of kids. He has 7 kids or something to pay. So I'm not even mad at the guy. I understand it. But he has an agent. So he has to come to his agent. Everyone has to, right? Yeah. There's gatekeepers the whole way around. Yeah. But if you're a person like you or me, if you're self-made and you're making people think for themselves and you're highlighting all the problems with the system and you're self-made,
you listening
come out of nowhere.
It's the one with Samuel Leeds.
Which is why Gary is a fucking agent of the Matrix. Because he pops about fucking nowhere and they keep begging for him to convince us to put our taxes up. Oh. He is fucking hired. He may not even know he's hired. He's such an idiot. He may think that people listen to him with his annoying voice, fucking weed smoking little skinny rat. He may sit there and go, I have ideas and people like them, and that's why they put me on the TV. No, you're a moron, and they need you to spread moron ideas so they can steal from us. So they put the moron, they wheel the moron to the front. You're a
like Biden, a puppet.
His book is completely
skinny rat. It's crazy.
It's like a girl at a party. And everyone's grabbing her tits. And she's like, they all like me. No, you're just a fucking slut, bro. You're just an idiot.
Because he's promoting the message that the government won.
To put more fucking taxes on us all.
Yeah.
And we should be happy to pay them.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. So a lot of this kind of things is kind of interesting. When I was poor, I just wanted to get rich. I didn't want to be political. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted a Ferrari and a diamond Patek and a big penthouse. I just wanted to get rich. And then you start to get rich and you realize, shit, it's all just power games. It's all just mafia. At the bottom, you have drug dealers and turf and murder and unfair setups and lies over drugs and money. At the top, it's the same shit with fucking stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
It's the same mafia, same gangsters, same liars, same cheats. It's amazing to me that people in the middle don't even get this. If you say to a person in the middle, average person, you say, look, why do we have a referee in the say, well, if you don't have a referee, people will cheat. So yes, so we agree. You need a referee.
Probably, yeah.
Because people will cheat.
Yeah.
And if they cheat, they're going to win the football game. They're going to have more goals. And what's the reward?
Probably, yeah.
Fuck off. You're telling me people are so desperate to cheat that you need a referee in a football game and they're not going to be desperate to cheat in an election, to run a country, or cheat a bank, to steal the billions of dollars, or cheat on the news to psyop a population, or cheat on adolescents to replace the native British? You think they'll cheat in a fucking football game, but they won't cheat with things that matter?
Yeah.
Are you an idiot? It's all a scam. It's all a cheat. All they do is fucking lie. All of it's ever been a lie, all of the time. Your primary objective is to get rich to protect yourself. You can
see, bro.
You don't want to, but you could. Yeah, of course. Most people can't.
Yeah.
That's your primary objective. But if you get too rich, you end up getting political anyway. Because it's just like, okay, well, I've got some money now. It's ice cubes. It's melting. I want to put it somewhere. Where the fuck do I put my money? Yeah. It's just like, what do I do with it? Yeah. Like, you can't just leave millions in a bank. Because if you do, they'll seize it.
I think my thoughts are, first thing is like what you said, and we'll wrap up in a couple of minutes, sure, I know we've got meetings and stuff, but is learn how to make money. Learn how to get money.
No, the first thing you should do, and I'm not being anti that at all, completely correct.
Yeah.
You need to get money because money is adaptability. What did we say earlier? Adaptability allows you to be the most likely to survive.
Yeah.
What even is money? Money is the stored time and energy of other people.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
If you have a 20-pound note, you have the stored time and energy of someone else because you can get someone to sweep the floor for that 20-pound note.
Yeah.
You can get other people to do your bidding. That's what money is.
Yeah.
Money is stored time and energy of other people. So if you want to escape somewhere or if you want to do something and you want other people's help, you're going to need money.
Yeah.
So despite all of these political problems, despite all of this persecution I've talked about, despite the lawfare, despite
what encouraged me to start working out?
Despite Gary and his dildo, despite all this shit.
One, Andrew said, if you don't work out, you stay weak, and what you do is a decision. So you've effectively decided to stay weak. Who wants to be weak?
When I was poor, I wanted to be rich.
And
There's a lot of drive.
I just wanted a better physique.
And you're
I wanted a better physique.
as well. So there was a guy.
I didn't want to be skinny anymore. I mean, I'm still skinny, obviously, but like, I didn't want to be skinny without muscle.
Can't call it bank. Yeah. But Samuel is finance. Loaned him a bunch of money because he must have did it. All the jets, halal and everything like that. He went on. He was making nothing. Now he did about 15, 20 grand a month. Really successful. And he said to me, I said, where did you first hear about me? How did we get connected? He goes, Andrew Tate. Amazing. So he saw the interview. He's one of those, man. That's why I think. And your messaging around how to make money is huge. The urgency, the value, the sales, the skills, the marketing, the affiliate. People market your stuff, make loads of money off the back of it. I've met them. I know it. Then I think my opinion is once you make money, invest it. Don't worry about trusts and stuff straight away.
Yeah.
If you've only got, if you're making money and you got 50 grand, 80 grand, and you're thinking, I'm going to set up a trust and it's too expensive. It's not happening. Start buying, whether it be personal, company. Don't stress too much about the government taking everything.
At the beginning, you don't have these problems. You're right. Well, growth party's coming.
It's coming. Growth party's coming. And then once you've got a few properties, you've got a bit of Bitcoin, a bit of this, then start thinking, okay, now how do I structure this in such a way where that's generally, and I think we probably would generally agree on that, 100% on that front. 100%. Meanwhile, get fit, stay strong, 100%. Don't be a pussy, 100%. Don't let people cancel you or tell you what to say. 100%. Absolute self-accountability.
Shoot your shot. Go for it.
It's exactly what you have to do. You nailed it. And it's the sense of urgency and the ability to constantly be searching for the avenue or the capability or doing whatever it takes to make money that exact day.
You'd be shocked, man. If you came back to
Alright, go on.
I know you wouldn't be able to.
I bet you.
You'd be shocked.
Boy.
Man. How many people?
I'll fucking smack the shit out you. Go away. I don't need you up my ass 24/7. I pet you, now go away.
You're just the best person to sit. You know what I mean? Like, we sit for a drink anyway, may as well record it. And this is it. Why do you keep saying yes to me, bro? Third time.
You're good to talk to, man. It's great to talk to, and I've seen some of the stuff you do. I'm a huge fan of it. I know you're helping people. You're helping people make money, and I think that's a fantastic thing. There's a lot of good karma that goes out there in the world from helping people. And there's a lot of idiots who may say bad things about me, but I know there's hundreds of thousands of people who I've helped motivate, and hundreds of thousands of people I've helped pay their bills, and hundreds of thousands of families that you and I have helped feed. Like, that's a lot of good karma. That's a lot of positive energy, and that's going to come back in the end. And I actually also like that we have very different business models. They do different things. Like, you have live in-person events and deal with property. I have an online university that primarily is dealing with digital assets and making money online. But both of them work, and really it's down to you as an individual. If you're a person who wakes up and you're prepared to work, it's amazing. You can use a fork or a spoon. You're going to eat. All you have to do is pick it up and get to work.
Or both. I've got 2 fire questions, and then we'll wrap up. Sure. And one of them is about the internet, and one of them is about children. Sure. So the one about children is, I've now got 4 kids.
Congratulations.
And I recently pulled them all out of school, and I wanted them to resist the slave mind.
100%.
I didn't want them to be raised by the state.
Yep.
I didn't want them to be brainwashed by the government and brainwashed to be employees. Yep. I couldn't stand it. Every time I go to parents' evening, even though the schools were good people, I felt the oppressive environment. And I pulled them all out.
Come here, baby.
And now they're home educated. We've hired a couple full-time teachers. That's what I do. What advice would you give? What's the best thing to do with kids? Do you send them to private, state? But you might be different. You got a bunch of kids.
What's up, Gabby?
Yeah, and you got a lot of money. But for the average entrepreneur who's working maybe in Britain or wherever, how do you get around this issue? Or do you keep them in the school, but protest? And what are you saying about that?
It's very difficult, and the stranglehold they have on the education system is one of the ways they manage to infect so many people's minds with these poisonous ideologies so young. That's the reason I have university.com. We bought that domain now. That's the reason I have my school.
I'd buy that off you, bro.
Yeah, it's worth a lot. I've got university.com. That we offer an alternative to traditional education.
And bro was making
to high school
like $13 million
university degree
off fucking Hustlers University.
And you'll make money the same month.
Yeah, no.
And it's crazy.
4-year degree or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's extremely difficult. It's not easy to do. My children, I'm in a fortunate scenario, but I've done the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I actually allow the girls to go to school, but they go to like a theater ballet school. It's more just running around and enjoying themselves. And as long as they do a lot of extracurricular activities, they're happy. The sons, they play chess, they do judo, they do karate, they do boxing. By the time that's all done every day, that's enough education. I believe a man learns enough about life getting his ass kicked and playing chess and having a strict father than he ever will in a shitty school.
Yeah.
The internet teaches everything. I mean, school used to matter a lot more before the internet. There's not a single person now who needs to know a fact who can't get the phone out of the pocket.
Right.
So what, you know, like, it's kind of weird. What are they?
Yeah.
I kind of wonder, maybe even know more than me, what are kids learning nowadays? Because I remember back to what I used to learn, and I was saying, well, they don't learn those things anymore because all the information is on the phone. You don't need math because the calculator's on your phone. ChatGPT writes everything for you. Like, what are they even learning? I don't know what you're even doing in school.
I know what my kids are learning, but they're home educated.
That's right.
That's the point.
That's right.
It's difficult to know what they're learning.
So what are they learning? Or are they just being socially conditioned to permafail and
Watching
repeat propaganda?
That's
and
what
watch adolescents and repeat propaganda. So your children are being psyoped and brainwashed. If I had to give a true answer, if I was an average income family of some sort, I think the most important interpersonal skills that the social skills that a young man can learn gives him the best possible chance of succeeding in life. If he's likable, if he's confident, if he can stand on a stage and sell, if he's confident in himself, I think that matters a lot more than any fucking garbage you're going to teach him at school. So I think that it's the extracurricular activities and the things he does outside of school that's going to make the man.
Yeah.
Fighting made me. It doesn't have to be fighting. It has to be something. But I think that putting a man through some stress and putting him through some tests and allow him to prove his worth and get him confident, he'll be okay anyway. So I'm not a fan of the traditional education system. I think it's actually a complete scam through and through. I think it failed long ago. You know, I'll give you a simple test. If you're a parent watching this, test something. Next time your kids go to school, when they come home,
Gita, get your lazy ass up.
You know
get
what
down.
Say? Nothing.
Yeah. Come here.
What they'll say? They'll tell you. You go, no. Tell me something you learned today. They'll say, well, I went to math. Okay, that's fine.
I want to follow you, then click the button.
Today, show me the math equation you did. What did you learn today?
No, you can't leave.
The kid can't answer it.
Man,
so you have days
whatever, you fucking sleepy fuck.
Into one
Fuck, leave her alone.
So the most important lessons
I don't want you,
children are learning
Goku.
in school
You're too hyper.
actually
You're too hyper, bro.
Yeah. Whether they're getting bullied,
you're too excited, too hyper. You
sociodynamic, how to talk to girls. That's what you're learning in school now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, why don't you just cut out the propaganda and bullshit and put your kid in extracurricular activities? Why don't you put him in boxing gym, put him in
on Instagram
class, put him in the speaking of
abnormal.
When you do all those things, he still learns to get along with everybody. You get to get rid of all the fucking social bullshit programming they're trying to put into your kid's mind, and you get to have more control over what your child's learning. Exactly what we.
I'm bored, chat. I'm bored. I want a bottle. That's what I want. I want a bottle.
Soulja Boy flow. I jump out the bed, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Turn my swag on.
Take a look in the mirror and say what's up, what's up?
Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh.
Sky.
Turn my swag on.
Yeah, it's time to turn it up.
Yeah. I put my team on, did my thing song. That's how they turn it up. Yeah.
Following now. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I got a question, why they hating on me? I got a question, why they hating on me? Ain't did nothing to them, but count this money. And put my team on, got my whole clique standing for what's up. Yeah, for what's up. Yeah. When I was 9 years old, I put it on my head, on my job for this gold. Boy, tell me what's up about the bed, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, I about the bed, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, I'm back again.
Going to my nephew's party. That's good, bro. That's good.
Yeah. I had to prove wrong.
Yeah. What's this one? We're gonna play this one.
stuck at the DMV. I think I'm
Dalton came up with another hit. Kia 5, Kia 5.
Soldier.
Keep fight, keep
Soldier.
All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up. Pretty boys, my man. This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Swag. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Swag.
He's turning 1. That's good.
Sweat.
Get out the way.
Pretty boy coming through. Me and my crew, we swaggin' in the room. Girls on me heavy cause I look so sexy. Yellow diamond shouty in the club, straight flexing.
I'm looking for a yellow bone, long hair star. Thick in the hips, come get in my car. So you party with a star. We take off and go to Mars.
Pretty boy take off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Swag. Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. On my, when I pretty boy swag. Girl, say my name when I pretty boy swag. Boy swag. Hey, pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag.
You look tired, bro. I've upped the weight, and that bitch gets heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a big ass bag of fucking sand.
Shorty, but my chest ain't flexing. Set it on my neck. Shorty said she choose me. She got it nice and a fat booty. Took her to my condo, let the girl strip. Then she got naked, then she pretty girl dip. When I like the way the mama shake that. She pretty girl dancing while I pretty boy swag got this right here.
Until dawn is unhinged.
Baby, won't you come my way?
Got something I want to say. Can I keep you on my mind? But first
I'm gonna start by saying this. I'm so tired of lifting this. How much weight is it? I don't know. Hang on. This is what we were using. It's probably like 2.5 of those cinder blocks. It's pretty much double the weight of that cinder block. Oh.
How dare that nigga run his mouth when his pockets in the drought? The last single he put out didn't even make it out. And he dumb shit, and I swear his ass don't think. He disrespect 2 shots and I won't blink. Never really care what the fuck these niggas think. I got deep pockets, I swear my shit's on sync. Ay, and he mess fuck, big Sue up all she sing. Ay, and he mess fuck, big Sue up in her dreams. Ay, and he mess fuck when they sexy scream for me.
Go, Goku, leave her alone.
Big Sue up, but these niggas should be. Ay, baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to.
Oh, I'm so tired of lifting this fucking sandbag.
You are my bag. But first off, I'ma start by saying this. All hands out, they think you take my bitch. And I'm too tough, but let's just swear I don't miss. Baby, won't you come my way? Baby, won't you come my way? Baby girl, you can stay tonight to the mall. All this ice on my arm. What you like, what you want, and I might put you on.
Alright, see you later, Corbo.
And I rock 17, all these knobs in my jeans. Me and Zoom turning up, that's a boo in the car, and she sue, cause it's looking like the roof going up, counting all this bread. I don't talk to fans, try to take my bitch, you gon' take some to the head. Cause baby, you the baddest, baby, you the baddest. All this money, I'ma cash in, and I'm swerving all the traffic, while I'm shopping out the mansion.
Leave her alone, Goku. I'm about tired of you fucking trying to play with Sky. Almost done, chat.
Baby, you should come my way. Baby, won't you come my way?
We got 5 more cards after this. $10 more on this set. Ouch. Run a nigga out of sauce, niggas talking on them bitches, niggas really be on cock though.
Fuck the whole out in France, penetrate like Picasso. I iced out my vodka, I'm really up. Big ass beamer, big dance in my belly next. Don't play around on my phone, ho. Give me sex, watch on my wrist, out of date for this Rolex. Bitch, up next, I'm up now, suck a bullet next. 550, 600, 720, let's get straight to it. 800 kids with that 800, let's go and get the rubber bands.
Let's get straight to it.
Everybody come together, everybody got the plan, he came with two. So if he still fall on you, we on your ass. Hey, yo, man, all this man, they told that moving just as soon as they touch Atlanta, get with both secure the bag, nigga. Oh, I got the shit from my mama, bro. Hey, little hoe, she right there, yo, some humble flow. Made that shit double, got a Uzi on, stuffing out the bank, with that bank in my club like an airbag. Niggas only aiming in the sky, Carlos Air Max. All up in Nina's copping shit like fucking price tag, I'm falling, ain't there.
My left shoulder blade muscle is tingling right now, and I don't know why.
She sent her location. I hit her at the trap indicator. She beats her. Chop with the laser, get decapitated. Ain't smoke, got more papers. Hold on, this my Jamaican. Love one. Niggas want me dead, so I'm steady praying. Ain't no disrespect without retaliation. Fuck a hotel, I hit her in the basement. Text her later like I'm done to. I got a situation, baby. Well, shit, bro, let me get it then. I'm a dogger out the switch room to the lion's den. Nigga talking down my bro, got more heat than a frying pan. Gucci around my hair, wrapped tight like I'm Taliban. Like I'm Taliban, how we drop shit, go. Lot of dreadheads, lot of top sticks. Touch my nigga, y'all to get your top rich. Don't act the price if you know you ain't trying to cop shit. You the type to look around but never cop shit. Ay, I'm the type to buy the store, make them restock it. Ay, beam on everything I own, I will not miss. Grizzly by my side like a pilot riding cockpit. Yachty, I might stop rapping for this one reason. If the fans hear this shit, I'm doing 100 seasons. In the hood, shooting craps in my Yeezys. Put angels on you niggas who be playing like y'all demons. You little finger to them niggas hating and faking they flying on my death. I get they mother deep penetration. This diamond truck up for some reason, give me pure ventilation. Every real nigga living will respect this collaboration. We the bust down brothers, take the rollies out. Say you winning one more time, I'm pulling trophies out. Niggas know we out, no sex, all Kobe's out. In other words, I'm with all shooters that'll blow you out. From the D to the A, put respect on it. If that's your hoe on my dick, got a mouse on it. I'm from the south, I got diamonds in my teeth, I got fur on my fleece. My new ring to pay your lease, nigga. Chain on my dresser next to my diamond. When they said not guilty, I was so excited. From the A to the D.
7 left, chat. I'm high maintenance, I'm high fashion.
I'm high maintenance, yeah. I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics. I can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We poppin' tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. Nigga, I'm high maintenance, yeah. I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics. I can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We poppin' tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. Look me on my feet and I'm a 9 for the denim, 50,000 and I'll pay some trying to see if they fit in them. No, you can't speak my lingo. Different diamonds on my random dripping sauce. You can't get lost, but I ain't in it, no pretending. I'm back up in my flow. I feel like Chief, so if you try to run my way, you gon' probably need a bow. All we got, that's the fam. I'm off a couple grams, put the money in and I show you how to get these bands. I was shopping out of France, sticking to the plan. Guess I am not.
Chad, we got 21 crows left. Those are the last 3 cards. So we're gonna do 10 and 11. Or wait, yeah, 21.
I'm making I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics.
All right.
Can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. Nigga, I'm high maintenance, yeah. I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics. Can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. I'm rocking new Chanel. My name ringing bells, put a piercing on my face. Do some horse like I'm from hell. Are you Gary? You a snail. Like how does that prevail? Bitch, I kept on going hard, even when I thought I failed. I'm higher buddy status. Always gonna do the damage.
11 more.
My aliens call me savage. Stacking lettuce and cabbage, whatever. I gotta have it. Flexing on you little bastards. I'm aiming a little more lavish. Shorty giving me brain while I'm switching these lanes.
Ooh.
Going fast like a train. Shit, you chew and say my name. The shit that keep me going probably won't work for you. I'm bossing up my life. It's a movie when I move. You fool. I'm high maintenance, yeah. I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics. I can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. Nigga, I'm high maintenance, yeah. I'm high fashion, yeah. I got different fabrics. I can't do no average, yeah. Like what you wearing. We popping tags,
11 more.
type of sauce, something that you'll never have.
5 more.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on these Sierra models. Or current eligible GMC owners get over $7,800 total value.
Hey, Mama, can I get some discussion starters for movie deck?
Here are some topics: revenge and morality.
Oh, man.
Let's start with revenge.
I told my partner and then we forever pay. When I hit the bank, it's like I bought a hay. Really wake up like I ain't doing shit today. I be smoking this shit to my eyes, I don't like to play games, I just like to ball out. They been praying on my downfall, they wanna fall out. I'm standing 10 toes, they can never knock me down. I'ma keep it ballin', nigga, I'm the king, give me the crown. I got different styles, yeah. I got different styles, and throw the money I can pile, and stack it higher than a mountain. I put candy in my J, take a puff and fade away. I ain't worried about you,
I put candy in my J, take a puff and fade away. That's a bar.
niggas, I ain't come to say today. I'm a motherfucking villain, you can see it in my face. I done been through so much pain, it's hard, so I just fade away. I just take another puff, I just pour another cup. I can never get enough, people telling me to stop. Why would I do that, nigga? This is how I cope. They go every day dealing with niggas that's broke. I'm tired of the bullshit, they asking what they handouts. They asking for everything, they got their hands out. Like I don't got it, nigga, now you ain't my friend now. Cause I said no once, nigga, that it's not without. I don't like to play games, I just like to ball out. They be praying on my downfall, they wanna
This is a fire-ass song.
I'm standing 10 toes, they can never knock me down. I'ma keep it ballin', nigga, I'm the king, give me the crown. I got different styles, yeah. I got different styles, yeah. Throw the money, I can pile it. Stack it higher than a mountain. I was trying to make it work and get the money to my niggas. I was out there doing shows to get mad cause I got bigger. What was I supposed to do? I swear I had to social distance. I ain't know how to feel cause all these niggas, they was tripping. And they tell me that it changed now. I'm sipping purple rain now. Probably marry Mary Jane now. She the one that helped me mellow out. I've been in another lane, I've been in another mode. If I'm really being honest, I can never sell my soul. All you niggas talking tough, but we know that you ain't bold. Treat them like some toilet paper, throwing down toilet bowl. I don't like to play games, I just like to ball out. They be praying on my downfall, they wanna fall out. But I'm standing 10 toes, they can never knock me down. I'ma keep it ballin', nigga, I'm the king, give me the crown. I got different styles, yeah. I got different styles, yeah. Throw the money, I can pile it. Stack it higher than a mountain.
That song is making me want to smoke, so we're skipping it. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this one. That song is making me want to smoke, but I don't smoke.
Love explode, bring the dead to life.
Get down. You are not supposed to be on that couch. Get the fuck down.
Revolution somehow. And love explode and bring the dead to life. Love so wrong to bring a revolution somehow. No, I'm lost in your freedom.
All right, chat. I'm gonna hop off here. I'll be back live later.
God's not dead, he's surely alive.